Okay, today we're going to learn about constructivist versus traditional instruction. In today's presentation, you will learn about key components of traditional instruction, key components of a constructivist model, and key differences between the two models, and a description of 4 instructional strategies that improve student performance in mathematics. Some key points of traditional instruction. Traditional instruction is generally a traditional classroom teaching model where the teacher provides examples and the students take notes. Students sit there and listen and record. It's primarily driven by a behaviorist theory of psychology. We'll get into that more later in the presentation. Also, traditional instruction is driven by rewards and punishments. Deductive teaching, where teachers provide the content and students take notes. Finally, traditional instruction is teacher-centered. Now, for some main components of traditional instruction. Traditional classroom teaching is where teachers provide examples and the students write down what the teacher is giving them. It is primarily driven by behaviorist theory of psychology. If you complete a task, you will get a reward. So here are some examples of that idea. Pavlov's dogs. If you give a dog a reward every time they do a positive task, eventually they will do that task without the reward. The same logic is said to apply to students. Feel free to click on the link and check out the video where Jim pranks Dwight on sort of the theory of Pavlov's dogs. More information on traditional instruction. Deductive teaching. The teacher provides the content and the students take notes. The teacher is direct. He gets straight to the point, and oftentimes teachers will provide students with a modeling approach to start, and I do, followed by they try it, followed by we try it. Teacher-centered, where teachers are 100% in charge of the learning with no student voice or choice. They are the authority in the classroom, and the students listen. Teachers applies a rule, and the students follow the rule. A constructivist approach to instruction. Here are some main ideas of constructivist instruction. It deals with scaffolding, accounts for different learning styles, it's student-centered, and it's collaborative. Constructivist instruction, zone approximal development. So, a teacher can take a student from what they know to what is unknown. With them in the middle, they could provide a helping hand to get students from the unknown to the known. Other accounting information from constructivist instruction is the theory of multiple intelligences. This constructivist instruction is able to assist students with multiple different learning styles. Here's a graphic that explains it in more detail. Some more benefits of constructivist instruction. It deals mostly with collaborative learning. Students work together to be able to solve projects. This doesn't always have to be with 4 students or 3 students. Sometimes this could even be done with partners. This increases achievement and long-term retention. Students have a tendency to hear things better when they're listening from their peers. Development of higher order processing skills. Improved attitude towards school and their subject, and it can also, even in some cases, increase self-esteem. So what are the main differences between constructivist instruction and traditional instruction? Summarizing, constructivist instruction is student-centered, it's done collaboratively, it's a circular model with a constant feedback loop. So students are assessed, teacher gets feedback from the students, then they are able to adjust the teaching based off of what the student's understanding is. Traditional instruction deals mostly with a linear model. We get from point A to point C in a straight direction. It is also done in isolation and is teacher-centered. The ideas or the main components, instructional strategies of constructivist theory is it links math and science so they can work together and cohesively to solve various projects and things and make it more meaningful. Also, a lot of times with the constructivist approach, they might have manipulative, so hands-on practice versus just pencil and paper. You may also see problems that are relevant to students' lives. I like to put students' names in problems so that way they're more invested in the task. I also use authentic assessments to be able to help students learn, give them real-world tasks that they can solve and apply it to their own lives. In today's presentation, you learned about the differences between constructivist instruction and traditional-based instruction. Reminding you the key components of this presentation were the traditional instructional model, we went over that, the constructivist instructional model, key differences between the two, and I gave you a description of at least 4 instructional strategies that improve student performance in mathematics.